loose and just let it rip.
4. 2-ball count. Sinks his 5th straight right there. 9, 10. Misses on the money ball. 2 acts remaining. 11 points total. And he's got 1 rack left. No good with his 4th in a row. That's 13. Up to 15. He comes away with a total of 15 points. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys. And so here's James Harden.
And they say...
And so here we go. Luka Doncic. He had the highest score in the last round. Let's see if he can do it again here in the final. So he's got 19 points.
The middle racks and those do zone shots were where he struggled.
And that'll do it for the Mountain Dew 3-point contest. As one man stands alone, this year's champion, James Harden.
Man, he had it rolling at the right time and has to be happy with how it all played out.
Well, you win something like this, and it's a great footnote at the end of your career.
What's up, MP?
One thing that can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries, Greg, begin to develop.
Yeah, teams that might not be traditional rivals have a few heated games early on, and now their matchups become must-see TV. Happens every season.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. A pairing up front, Bazley and Holmgren. Then it's MP. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's man in at the shooting guard position. He had a nice open look right there.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Martin. No good. Shot missing. And Utah the other way now. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's haves and have-nots.
The shot by Sexton, no good. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job of drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past. A few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
Sexton on the wing. Pass to Markkanen. Basket good off the assist from Sexton.
You have to be impressed with the way this kid shoots the ball. Markkanen built for that mid-range game.
Here's man, defended by Sexton. Martin for three, and the three ball is good. Martin's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Thunder.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
To the middle, stolen away. Beasley passes to Martin. Again, Martin missing. Jazz have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Sexton kicks to Conley. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
It's been a slow start here for Utah. They trail by 3. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. The dish to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Over Martin. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
The jumper is wet. Bojan Bogdanovich, such a skilled shooter.
Here's Martin. Softly drops in the floater. Martin's got 10 points in the game.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Now here's Bogdanovich. A good portion of their scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. The Thunder leading by 3. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Daigneault. Hey, look, he knows they've got great shooters who can score from anywhere in distance. He thinks his team can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the league there. And he won't be pulling back the reins even if they start.
Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Up front, it's Vanderbilt at the 4 and Kessler at the 5. Then there's Sexton, and it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 slot. That's the group right now for Utah. Now here is Martin. 43 points out last game.
Not a big me guy, but MP is doing it all in this one.
Agbaji, the pass to Sexton. To the inside.
And we've seen it for years, despite the...
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars. And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what. And his competitiveness showing through, that's... an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Agbaji. The Thunder making the shot. Inside. Pass to Horton Tucker. And he's good on the 3 ball. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
Here's Abaji. Following the basket by MP. Sexton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Vanderbilt a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Horton Tucker.
I like the way Taylor Horton Tucker kept his composure. The defense was all over him.
Count that bucket. Martin's got 19 points.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Outside, Sexton. Here's Horton Tucker. 5 points in the game. Down low. Vanderbilt the pass to Horton Tucker. Off target from outside. The Thunder leading by 8. And finished off by Martin.
MP with a burst to the rim, leaving no room for doubt on that flush.
Sexton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Horton Tucker, and he gets the bucket. Horton Tucker's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Building off a solid first quarter, he's been lights out here in the second.
So it's the Jazz now, following the three-pointer by MP. He's covered by Favors. Gilgeous-Alexander against Sexton. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. So Favors will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Houston lit up the floor. He ended up with 43 points, and he got those points as he always does. Not Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. There's a minute 34 left in the first half of the game. And this league has plenty of guys who can take over a game at any time. But, Steve, how fun is it to have a team with multiple threats and on any given night?
Well, it's really, Kevin, unfair because you have two guys that can get it going, but for the defense and the other team, those extra opportunities at the line can make all the difference, as MP knows well.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Now, here's Shamet. He's got 6. Bogdanovich wide open. The Jazz again can't hit it.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Martin with the bucket.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Picked by Markkanen. Here's Conley. No good, unable to end this run.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Three-pointer. Martin gets the three-pointer to fall.
3 points.
Martin's got 33 points.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
There's 14 seconds left here in the second. And here is Conley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. And it's Shamet missing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
all use.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Thunder running away with this one. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
Well, it is rare to see a rookie have the kind of impact that NP has had his first season. You think of guys like Karl Anthony Towns and LeBron James. NP is right there with them when it comes to the numbers he puts up and the way he transforms his team.
Okay, time to discuss the first half. What a tremendous showing from MP.
He's on the floor to do one thing right now, make threes, and man, he's done it tonight. This is why he's so valuable to this team, provides spacing. How many threes you're going to hit in the second half? Stay tuned, we shall see.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Taking a look at the Thunder, a pairing up front, Bazley and Holmgren. Then it's MP. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's man in at the 2. 4 on the clock. Sexton for 3. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Bazley passes to Martin, and they double up MP. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Takes the 3, and there's Martin. That's good on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists now tonight.
And this Thunder team in desperate need of a veteran. Someone on their way out that can still be productive and provide some leadership for the young guys.
Outside Conley. The 3 from Bogdanovich. Sinks the triple. Bogdanovich has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
If you're looking to match the 3 points that happened at the other end, give it to Bogdanovich.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks a lot, guys. Hitting has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. The King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor, and he's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passers. David, thank you. So now, how does Oklahoma City, Greg, get back into the mix in the Western Conference?
Kevin,